Hungry, angry and tired, they call this open bus rank home. Some have escaped from the shelters set up in and around Durban. They venture out onto the streets, often running into trouble with the law.
It's extremely difficult because we have to come out and find the means of providing for your family or for people at home. You are assaulted by metro police.
But if you don't have food, you don't have water, you can't stay in that place because you're a human being, you have to eat at the end of the day. So that's my main complaint, the food, the basic resource, which I'm sure the government is providing. But because our people who are in charge, they are greedy. They always want for themselves. At the end of the day, we get nothing.
At the shelters, they were screened for COVID-19 and other health conditions. A few tuberculosis cases were diagnosed.
What we're looking at after lockdown is to provide places, tents in the short term, permanent structures in the longer term, where people can sleep at night. They won't be contained there during the day. There's no reason to contain people, but it means that at night, if they have nowhere else to sleep, at least there's somewhere where they can sleep, which is covered, where they're protected from the weather, and where they have access to toilets and showers.
But there is concern about those who are back on the streets.
If somebody wants to walk out of a shelter, they're not held here against their will, they can walk out. But they're told if they walk out, they can't come back. Because everyone in our shelters has been screened to make sure that we have no COVID within the shelters.
But many wouldn't stay at the shelters. One facility was vandalized and has since been secured.
Why are there homeless still on the street? A lot of those people, if they are homeless on the street, would have come from Albert Park. A problem that we've been grappling with, as I've said, from the inception of this program. They're a very volatile group of people. So that's the first sector. And also know that most of them suffer from very severe drug addictions, which is one of the reasons why they don't want to be locked down. There's a second category, and those I call the escapees. We've got these lockdown facilities, and there are certain homeless that have moved out of this during the course of the time.
The municipality says it's working on a program to reunite the homeless with their families after the lockdown. This will include drug rehabilitation programs and social support. Vusi Khumalo, SABC News, Durban.